Hi, I'm Eleni from Breakthrough with Eleni, and today I'm going to be talking about internal worthiness or validation versus external worthiness or validation. And it might not even be something that you really realize that you're struggling with until we dig into it a little bit. So, what I always ask my clients is, how do you know if you're doing a good job? And if the answer is, well, other people tell me I'm doing a good job, that's how I know, then you are externally validated mostly, right? If you internally just know inside that you've done a good job, then you are more internal and you possibly don't struggle with unworthiness. You have it inside already. So if you're externally validated or you look to other people to judge your own sense of worthiness, it can be an issue, right? Because you're always looking for this bar, but you never really know where the bar is to find your own value, because we really don't know how other people think or what they think, right? I always say to my clients, you could give someone $1 million and they could be mad that you only gave them $1 million, right? So what are we supposed to do? So look to your past events in your life. So look at your childhood. Did you grow up in a family where you always had to be proving yourself? Maybe you had a sibling and you always needed to prove that you were better or worthy of love from your parents. Or maybe you had a narcissistic family, a family member, and you never felt like you were good enough or that you were going to measure up to that parent's sense of value of you, right? Maybe in relationships later on in life, you chose partners where you had to do the same pattern, right? Prove your worthiness, prove how lovable you were, try to really hold on to them, right? Only feel validated if they told you you looked good, not ever knowing that you actually looked good, right? Only feeling validated when they appreciated you or, told you thank you or whatever, right? So look to those events from your past and see how it feels. If you feel like you are worthless unless people tell you you're good or lovable or beautiful or whatever, then you struggle with that innate sense of inner worthiness or internal validation. So once you recognize those patterns, it's a good place to start, right? Because then you can start pulling apart what you actually want for yourself. Because when you don't even know what people want from you, you're always reaching for this bar that you don't even know where it is. And it creates a lot of discomfort in your unconscious mind, right? Because you're not being authentic to yourself and you don't even know what you want or, what's going on internally. So that sense of self becomes threatened because there's no stability there, right? Everything that you do is based on how other people are going to think about you. And really, one of the lessons I always try to work through with my clients is that really the only opinion that matters is yours. And you can only control you, right? Your actions, your emotions, your opinions. If you're trying to make someone make you feel worthy or valued, it's never going to happen because you can't get it from them, right? We can't make people give us what we want. We just can't. Unfortunately, it would be great if we could just make people do what we wanted, but we can't. So recognizing these patterns in yourself and then thinking about what you want. If you were to get that value or sense of worthiness from yourself, what would it look like? That sense of inner worthiness will come, but you need to do that inside work, right? So recognize your patterns. Try to make new choices because remember that you always have a choice. All we can control is us, right? So if you're choosing unconsciously, obviously, to be validated only by other people and what other people think of you, or you're afraid all the time of what other people are going to think based on and that's what you base your decisions on, think about what you want to choose instead, okay? And it is a practice, right? You'll still catch yourself trying to, get that external validation. And of course, obviously it feels good. It lights up our brain to get compliments and have people validate us, right? That's okay. But you want to be sure that that is not the only thing that makes you feel good. That's not the only way you know that you're doing a good job, right? So work on that, do some journaling around that. And just a lot of it is being aware, right? Being aware that these are my patterns and this is what I want to change, and making those new choices, because we always have choice. If you feel like you want to work on this more, I am always here. So make sure you book your call with me. We can chat about how we can release the past events completely so that you can just discover that inside worthiness that feels so amazing. All right? Make sure that you're following me on all my channels at Breakthrough Eleni, and that you subscribe to this channel because I have lots of great content coming at you. Have a good day.